us. Not that I have a career, that my career comes first, and when I have time I slide my man in. It's totally out of order, man. That's why. That's another reason why America is going to be destroyed. You know, when you check out the decline of the Roman Empire, part of the reason that why the Roman Empire fell is because they were making women equal to men. They did that in the Roman Empire, so that was part of the reason why the Roman Empire fell. All right, they were giving women rights and all that bullshit.
That proves America. That proves that this so-called white man, this devil here in America, they're the same Romans.
Right.
For 2,000 years ago, reincarnated all over again. Yep. That proves that America is Rome, reincarnated all over again, man. And that's exactly why you devils want to go down.
It's a good thing you said that. There's a movie came out back in 90-something, if I'm not mistaken. It was called The Family Man with this guy, Nicolas Cage. And they showed it last week on cable.
I saw that movie. And
in the movie, he said, in other words, the Jake, what's his name?
Cheetah.
Cheetah. Yeah, Don Cheetah. He was like kind of like an archangel and shit. Yeah. And then the first part with the lotto and all that, if you seen the movie, and he said, "You trying to save me?"
Yeah, he helped him.
Yep. But he switched his life around and made, instead of him being this guy on Wall Street, he was a real family man.
Yeah, Jersey. Yeah.
But he knew in his mind, he knew about the Wall Street and all that. And then when he went down there, he wanted to go back down and live on Park Avenue and all that. And his wife wanted to live that. She wanted to be like a country lawyer, so to speak. And then he said, look, this is the Roman Empire. New York City is Rome itself. Even the Beatles said that. So they're showing you in that movie that they know that this is Rome all over again.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's right, man. New York City. Well, New York City is the city of Rome. Okay?
Yeah, the spirit.
The spirit of the city of Rome. And the proof on that, when you go down into New York City.
Hell, the UN.
You have the UN building. But
the Empire State Building.
You have the Empire. But when you go down to where we used to sell the oils down there.
The Wall Street area.
The Wall Street area.
Right.
It looks outright like the Roman Empire. The pillars, the Roman statues, the Roman numerals. And about 15, 17, 18 years ago, we used to be down there selling oils and incense. So we are very familiar with that area.
Right.
So this is Rome, man. This is goddamn Rome. Those police officers that walk around me, the persona that they have.
On horses. They're on horses.
They're on horses. Like Roman centurions. They act just like the Roman centurions. Right. What America, what the so-called white man does, is just what the Romans did. Set up garrisons in other countries.
Pay people off.
The same pompous pride.
Yeah.
The motto for New York City, you have the, well, I'll call it the coat of arms. And it says Excelsior. That's a Latin word. It means to excel, to be over everybody else.
Right.
So this is Rome right here. This is really America is part of the Rome coming back.
Yeah.
But New York is like Rome itself in the spirit.
Yeah.
See these presidents, these guys are back in the reincarnation. They were the Caesars back there. This is what you don't understand.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
That's why they always have to come to New York.
Like I said, there's a book by this guy Edward Gibbon. It's called The Fall and Decline of the Roman Empire, and he lists reasons why the Roman Empire fell. And a lot of those same reasons why the ancient Roman Empire fell is happening on America today. Right? One of them being that the Roman Empire was a vast empire, and they used to pay mercenaries. They had to cheapen their currency in order to pay mercenaries to fight for the empire. What is America doing? What is the surplus all about? Cheapening the dollar so they can pay these troops that they have over there in each country, like Afghanistan. They got a certain amount of troops there. Iran, they got a certain amount of troops there. Korea, they still got troops in Korea. Pakistan.
Okinawa.
So that's a base in Okinawa.
Right. So that's the Roman Empire. Then I'll give it. Then you had the women. All right, how they were giving women rights. They did that in the Roman Empire. They're doing that right now. All right.
Well, no, to back up what you said. Now, there's this woman that I'm talking to right now, and she has a son who's in the military in Korea, and he's stationed in Korea.
Look at that.
She just told me that.
Now, that was back in the 50s.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The Korean conflict, that was back in the 50s, and he still got American troops over there in Korea. Now, who's paying them? All right?
Yeah.
So you're wondering why this American dollar bill is being cheapened, because they got the same thing they did in the Roman Empire. They cheapened the denarius so they could pay their mercenaries.
And they never thought that. They never thought the Roman Empire was ever going to fall because of the height of the power and the strength of their military, and they never thought that splendor would ever fall, and it fell.
Right.
To this day, you have archaeologists that go over there and they marvel at such huge coliseums and such technology that was coming out of that empire, and how it just fell and disintegrated to nothing.
Right. Another thing that brought the Roman Empire to the ground was the fact that they were more interested in the games.
Right.
The Olympic Games. They were more interested in
gladiatorial
right, the
events.
gladiatorial games. They were more interested in entertainment.
Yeah, gladiators.
Right, and they showed you that in the movie Gladiator.
Yeah.
All right, so all of those factors is what's happening in America today.
Yankees,
The,
football.
right, the Yankees
The
and
UFC.
right, you got people who
Gladiators,
care
yeah.
more about
Boxing
whether the
matches.
Yankees
Right.
win the tournament than what's going on in their very life.
Right.
They're all worried about if the Yankees is going to win the tournament. Who gives a shit about the Yankees, man?
Yeah. And meanwhile, they're passing legislation
Right.
basically to enslave the so-called American public.
The healthcare
Right.
bill.
Yeah,
Right.
that healthcare bill. Now, if you don't get that healthcare bill, they plan on
In
Throwing
prison.
you in jail.
and
You're
we'll
in
put
jail.
you in jail. That's right.
And you'll notice that legislation, right, you'll notice that legislation was passed late at night. Which I think that's...
On a weekend.
Last
Right,
Saturday.
that was
That
unheard
was a
of.
week. That was a week. That was a solid
So we
week.
saw it when it happened. They were counting the
in the
votes.
studio watching.
Yep, now it's got to go to the Senate. Now, which the Senate, Rome, you had Caesars and you had a Senate. Okay? Now, he mentioned Yankee Stadium. They built a new Yankee Stadium right next to the old one, and they both look like Roman Coliseums.
Roman Coliseums.
They're both Roman
All those
Coliseums.
football colleges.
If you go to the very front of the new Yankee Stadium, there's an eagle, a Roman-style eagle, and gold letters. It says Yankee Stadium. That ain't nothing but a Roman Coliseum. All right.
Look at that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you know something else? Now the elder said games. You people are so goddamn stupid. They set these games up. The Yankees, the football, the basketball, all that set up
Entertainment.
to entertain you goddamn humanoids, to keep your mind on all this bullshit that's going on. Meanwhile, Obama is putting you in slavery, which the elite banking families, the Rothschilds, and the rest of them are controlling the strings. Now, the Yankees win the goddamn World Series. Okay, you concerned about the Yankees winning. The Yankees win, then what happens? How is that making your life any goddamn better?
Right.
The Yankees win the World Series, but then you still ain't got a job.
Yep.
Losing out.
You still collecting unemployment, or maybe you ain't even getting that,
Right.
or you ain't got a job, man.
Yeah.
But the Yankees won out. I can't. Look, man, we don't get on you niggas, man. You a bonehead, rockhead, granite head niggas, man. I don't go. Oh, okay, the Yankees won. Oh, my Yankees won. The Lakers won.
Now they're getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now the rave is all about the Super Bowl. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? That's why when those missiles come, it's going to take you by surprise.
Yeah.
Those missiles are going to take you by surprise.
Right?
You're going to think like Elder Tar said, you're going to think it's the 4th of July. Damn, the 4th of July came early this year. No, it's them nuclear missiles coming to destroy you, man. Go on.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Right, it's wake out of sleep. I mean, you got to learn the truth. I mean, don't you decide to know the truth? I mean, you just want to walk around ignorant all your life. Don't you want to know the truth of what's happening? But you know what? Even that dude, Tom Cruise, he said, you want... No, that was Jack Nicholson. He said, you want truth? You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
And that's for 2/3 of you niggas. You can't handle the truth.
And none of you crackers.
And yeah, none of you crackers. All right? Whenever truth is being spoken, you put on your track shoes, man.
Yep.
You can't deal with it. Go on.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Right, we're looking for our salvation. We don't give a shit about the Yankees, all right? Fuck the Yankees.
Yeah.
All right? The Yankees have nothing to do with my salvation
They ain't
or
paying
our
our bills.
salvation. All right? The Yankees ain't, what's his name? A-Rod, that faggot. Any guy with the name of A-Rod, you know he's a homo, man. He ain't paying your bills. All right? What's his name? Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter ain't paying your bills. right?
Or maybe Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, with Sammy Sosa.
You got,
he's the new Michael Jackson.
we got to stay on Sammy Sosa for a hot minute.
Hey, he's the new Michael
We got to
Jackson.
talk about him.
The black Sammy.
Yeah, which Sammy Sosa are you talking about?
Say something real quick.
The black one or the white one?
I don't know which one. I'm
The
confused.
Dominican or the...
Hey, wait a minute now. It's funny. He made a statement like Elder Bob. He said these niggas paying the bills, right? Now in that movie, A Bronx Tale with Robert De Niro and what's his name? The other guy,
Chaz
Palminteri. The little kid when Sonny was Cologino, when Sonny was trying to school Cologino on the facts of life, right?
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
Cologino, Mickey Mantle. And he said, look, he said, your dad can't pay his rent. Tell him to go
ask Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle, see what he tells him.
Yeah.
Basically, so Sonny was telling them, fuck all that shit. It's all bullshit.
Right.
All that. It's cool, you know, but you know what? Don't get caught up into that. That's not reality.
Chaz when he was a kid. That's just like.
You know what I mean? He told him, he said, yeah, you all caught up. You worried about Mickey, you worshiping Mickey Mantle.
Right.
So your dad can't pay his rent. Tell him to go see Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, go ask Mickey Mantle if you can pay the rent.
So basically, Mickey Mantle will say, fuck you. Because them guys, all them sports figures, they don't care about you. And
they're all vain. And they're all vain.
They're all vain. And Sammy Sosa wants to be a white man. Okay? Right. Sammy Sosa is a goddamn demon. Black as all hell.
Sammy Sosa.
Okay? Nappy headed. And then he turned into a goddamn white man with straight hair. Sammy Sosa. Smiling.
Yeah.
That's the new Michael Jackson. We'll give a damn about Sammy Sosa, man.
Looking like a corny game show host.
Yeah,
looking like
that's exactly.
game
He looked like Guy Smiley.
Like Wink Martindale.
Guy was mixed with Guy Smiley.
Yeah, mixed with Guy Smiley. Anyway, read on.
The night is far spent, the day is at hand.
Right, the day is at hand, meaning it's this truth. The day, you know what? The real day is going to come with the nuclear missiles. That's going to brighten America's future.
Yeah.
You need some. America needs some light in its life.
America needs some light up my life. America's life is going to be lightened up with those nuclear missiles.
Yeah.
Go on.
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Right. The works of darkness is anything that is against this truth. Yeah. Right. If you believe in baseball, then guess what? You're in the works of darkness.
That's right.
If you worshiping goddamn Yankees, you're in the works of darkness. Right.
Right. And if your time is occupied in watching and looking out for these games, you're going to be in darkness. You're not going to be in the light.
That's right. And that's why you have to watch us, because we're giving you the light. All right. Every week, you know, Elder Tahar does his show, and then we do the show on GMS2. We're giving you nothing but light. And like Elder Tahar would say, we're giving it to you by the tongue. Okay, you got a scripture?
I have a precept, brother.
Recall.
If you can. The book of Zechariah, the 1st chapter and the 6th verse.
Okay.
Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north.
That's America.
Yep.
Saith the Lord.
North, now don't they call us North America? The Bible, well, like the Elder Tahar said, and the brother said, we're going to be teaching about the prophecies, because that's the time we're living in. And the scriptures talk about this, man, so we got to push that vibration.
Mm-hmm. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of heaven.
Now look at that, man. If you can't see that, that's talking about Israel, America. Well, I guess you got to be the man of the Lord.
You ain't meant to.
Well, that's yeah.
If you can't see it, you ain't meant to.
Well, I gotta quote Matthew 13:9, what YAHAWASHI said, man. But unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
That's right.
You people out there, man, you niggas, you bonehead, rockhead, chicken, no, turkey bonehead niggas, this truth ain't for you. That's why y'all can't see it.